Crazy Mike, CrazyMikesapps.com with an iPad app demo for All About Airports by InteractBooks. This application is in the books category as iOS Universal, currently sells for $3.99. This interactive and animated learning book takes children on an engaging airport tour starting at the front doors all the way to the sky and much more. Tap here to get started. There's some instructions we'll come back to. You can use the arrow buttons on the top right or left to advance, and there's an index button in the center.
Welcome to the airport. The airport is where you go to fly on an airplane. Can you help the passengers from the taxi get inside the terminal building?
Okay, so each page is filled with interactions that are going to help you and your kids learn about airports. Tap on the taxi, and there are our travelers. Big yellow button there. Press on it, or orange button, and they'll go in. Now there's other things you can tap on. You see a red button and a green button. The red button starts the people on a people mover, and you can tap there to find out that's a bridge walk. You have a green button over here that brings the monorail. Tap on the monorail and it's named so, and you can send the monorail back on its way. There's a cloud up here which starts an airplane taking off, and you have a police car and...
Hi, I'm a policeman. It's my job to make sure everybody is safe.
Send the taxi on his way, and that is the first scene. Each page is like this. It starts off with some information by the narrator and then asks you or the child to interact with the various things on the page and to help accomplish what's trying to be done. Tap on the arrow to go to the next page.
The ticket counter is where you get your boarding pass. Can you help the girl get her boarding pass?
Of course, we tap
Here's
on
your
her.
boarding pass.
She'll get her
Enjoy
boarding
the
pass.
flight.
You got to check your bags. You have a scale.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to fly on an airplane.
Awesome. And the flight's on time, which is surprising, but that's good. Tap there in the middle and you have an index. You can see it's right in the center, little yellow button with the blue lines, and we can scroll to any scene. I'm going to go to this scene first, which is an important scene.
The airplanes are outside on the tarmac waiting for passengers. Can you help get the plane ready to fly?
So again, your child has a kind of a duty to do or a job to do here and figure out how to get this plane to get ready to take off. So you got to get the people off and back on using the boarding bridge. You're going to need some food, and you're obviously going to need some fuel. So you send those trucks into action, raise the food up, and you can tap on the various individuals to see
It's my responsibility to put fuel in the airplane.
what they do.
I'm in charge of getting the meals on board. I make sure everything is running smoothly on the ground.
There's other items you can click on as they drive by, like the baggage train, and they honk and things like that. Again, tap up here and we can go to another very important part of flying a plane.
The control tower is responsible for airplanes taking off and landing safely. Can you help the airplanes take off and land?
Now again, this is an extremely important part of flying in a plane. We have takeoff button there, and you're going to see a big plane take off. And you can tap here to land a plane. You have your radar over here, which makes a little noise, and some fun stuff over here. Let's make it night, and then we can turn on the airport lights, the runway lights, and they blink. Now the coolest thing here is they actually have some real recordings of air traffic controllers talking, so we'll tap on that. So that's what they talk like when they're talking to planes up in the sky. It's kind of a short code language. Go over here to one of my favorite parts, which is the fire truck. You can start a fire here in a little smokestack there.
Let's practice putting out fires.
You have buttons to help you do that. You can also light up the lights on the fire truck. You can ring the bell. You can open up and look at the other fire truck and start its emergency lights. Head off to the last page, which is another extremely important part of an airplane.
Are taken to big hangars to be fixed by mechanics. Can you help put this airplane back together?
Again, lots of interactions here. You have a slide down here that has a bunch of parts, as well as parts arriving on a little tram there. You got to put them in the right spots to get this plane back in action. This guy's even going to weld it. Very nice detail. He needs to get up there to fix the door. hand the door to him, put the lid back on there, and you'll find out and you'll figure out where the parts go. Just drag and drop them until they're all fixed up. And you can tap again.
I'm inspecting the tail.
On all the different people, send that back up.
I'm the supervisor. I make sure everything is done right.
There you go. Now again, tap here. And now one thing, when you go to the last page, you don't have to go back using the left button up here. You can just tap on the button with the slash through it and look out for their other app coming soon, which is all about farms. Tap here and you'll go back to the beginning and we'll show you the instructions here. Now again, this book, All About Airports, is an interactive book, and doesn't have words, it has narration, and then all the interactions are supposed to help or do help children to learn about the airport by actually tapping on items and learning what the different things do or the functions are, even what people are doing at an airport. Tells you here, tap that button to select any page, and then tap the circle with the yellow in it with the red line across it to exit the last page and go back to the very beginning. That's it for this iPad app demo. Until next time, Crazy Mike from Crazy Mike's Apps saying see ya.